Hi, I'm Gary Sumner, the Ridgeway Ward Councillor. I'm also Cabinet Member for Strategic Planning at Swindon Borough Council. I'm talking to you about the proposal for a science park at Inlands Farm. This is a departure from planning policy and was a surprise for residents in Wanborough. The planning policy for Inlands Farm is that it's an area of non-coalescence, not designated for any type of development. It immediately adjoins the area of outstanding natural beauty and is designated as part of the setting of Upper Wanborough. Currently the application has an extension of time to the end of August to allow the applicants more time to complete archaeological investigations, ecological investigations and to satisfy some highways concerns. Ultimately, if Swindon Borough Council refuse the planning application, it will go to appeal and then it's for a government inspector to decide on the outcome of the application.
Look, I understand what you say about the need to encourage business, and I've been supporting, in fact, this business and many other businesses for many years. If a site like this is to be developed, it will obviously have an impact on traffic flows, and I'm concerned about increased congestion without the necessary extra infrastructure. Now, there's a plan for a new Southern Connector Road that I'm actively supporting because that's going to be good for local residents and ease congestion in Wanborough and the surrounding villages. But to add this as well to the mix is, I think, as I've said, the wrong time and the wrong place, and local residents are making their views very clear and their concerns extremely clear, and I commend their work and the work of the Action Group.
My name is John Waugh. I'm a resident of Wanborough and I'm also chair of the South Swindon Protection Group. We're a group of volunteers and professionals that are operating here in the south of Swindon, and our goal is to protect, for the interest of the whole of Swindon, the green and open spaces for the south of Swindon so that everybody can enjoy it. The group is concerned that there's been a recent application for a large 80-hectare site development for what's called a science park on this piece of land that you can see behind us, set on the area of an outstanding natural beauty. Our concern is that this application is very speculative. It consists primarily of a large warehousing and distribution centre, which in our view is not going to drive or bring any additional employment to the area. In fact, what it will do will take the existing pharmaceutical and distribution function that's in West Swindon and relocate it here to the north of Swindon. We also believe this is not the right place for this particular development. We're not against development per se. We think it's important that we have a vibrant business community in Swindon, but there are alternative sites that would work better, which includes G Park, Symmetry Park, allocations that have been made for West Swindon. And Swindon Borough Council has made plenty of provision for companies like this to locate in and around Swindon for the next 10 to 20 years.
My name is Linda Cripps and I'm a resident of Wanborough, living not far from this location that we're standing in. And I'm a member of the SSPG, who are opposing the proposal for a science park at the Inlands Farm location. The national agencies that are involved in assessing this application and some of the expert advice that we've taken find issue with a number of the aspects of the site. Things like light pollution, which will be emitted from this site, the noise. If you live in the immediate vicinity of this area, you'll be hearing the noise of trucks reversing, forklift trucks moving around the site on a 24-hour basis. Then there's the issue of traffic. We have already a problem with rat running in this area. And on these small country roads, the additional traffic that would be generated from this site would be very, very bad for the area indeed. Not to mention one of the biggest issues this area suffers with, which is flooding. And in 2007 we suffered serious flooding in this area, and building further on this site would cause further issues. And this is not called the Marsh for no reason.
They're claiming this will be a science park, but the first stage of this application is purely for a warehousing and distribution centre, and it is only in the outline application element that there are a few research buildings. Experts have confirmed to us that it is unlikely that a science park would ever be established here, as there is not the natural seeding research function in and around Swindon that would be able to support it. So in our view, this is purely a speculative application. At the end of the day, we need to protect this. It has a beautiful environment around here. We have flooding risks. There are about 20 factors we've identified as to why it is not suitable to locate this development here, and it should be located elsewhere. So the South Swindon Protection Group will be opposing this application right the way through to Swindon Borough Council when it will meet hopefully a bit later in the year, and if necessary we'll follow it right the way through to Secretary of State.